But with the new Tribe page, we kind of want to lay everything out with you guys and kind of give you a rundown of how our schedules are going to go. And, you know, just be excited and realize that I have huge goals for me and my business, and I'm setting those, but everyone is going to have different goals, and your goals are going to look different than mine because A, I've been coaching for 6 years. B, some want that full-time income. Some want to be a hobby coach. Some people want to be a discount coach. And everyone is going to have different goals. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with anyone's goals being different. One of the biggest things, especially as a new coach, I had to put on like my blinders because I thought, why can she accomplish this and I can't? Or why is this here and I can't do this? And so I just had to take that step back and be like, I'm me, and I'm going to help different people that this person can't help. And that's why we need coaches. Is I cannot reach everyone in the world, A, but B, I have walked in my shoes. I have never walked in your shoes, and I've had things in my life that you've never experienced and vice versa. And so you are going to be able to reach a whole different person than I will ever be able to reach because I've walked my shoes and you've walked yours. At the end of the day, though, we come together and we rise and we inspire and we motivate others to do what we're doing in our day-to-day basis. Coaching is really about inviting others to join in your life, to be a friend. And so realize that as we go through this new kind of change in calendar and everything else, I am going to share my screen with you real fast so you guys can see kind of how things are going. Don't be overwhelmed. I added a ton of crap in the, I shouldn't say crap, but a ton of information in the Tribe page, and I got rid of a lot of information in there as well. But I want you guys to realize, like, this is we wanted one landing page for you to invite your new coaches to. We want you to feel like you are a leader because this is not my page. This is not Breezy's page. This isn't the two of our pages. This is your page. And I want you to feel like you can post whatever in the heck you want to post that's uplifting, inspiring, informational, whatever it is in this group. That's what it's for. And with that said, we're looking for those leaders to step up. We want people today to say, hey, I'll post the National Wake Up Call every Monday morning. I'll post about the team call every week. I'll do the shout outs, those kind of things. So every month we're going to have like a little sign up where someone, like shout outs, we'll create the image and all you have to do is post it and shout it out people and put something awesome with it. Right. The National Wake Up Call, those kind of things so that your coaches can see you coaching and what you're doing as a leader. And so really we want this year to be able for you guys to step up and say, I'm a leader, I'm here, what can I do? And so don't ever feel like you have to be like, Ashley, can I post this here? Or Breezy, can I post this here? Yes, post, this is your page. If something's on your mind about health or fitness or challenge groups or whatever, post about it. And, if you want to shout out one of your coaches, shout them out in here. That's what this new page is for. And that's what our old page was before we kind of went haywire with pregnancies, me and Breezy. So with that said, I do want to just shout out last month, we had like a little recap. I was in Success Club, and then Breezy, Sheena, and Vanessa were on the board. Sheena also recruited a coach last month. And then we have our top volume earners being Breezy, Ashley, Nicole, and Alma for the month. And so we will change this banner every single month at the very beginning of the month with like our recap and be on here. There's nothing on here that makes me different than anyone else. Most of you guys, who don't know me, I was a first grade teacher for 5 years. I know nothing about business. I know nothing, I'm not a health and fitness expert nor a nutrition expert, but I show up and I do the vital behaviors, and that's how I've hit Success Club, month after month after month. I'm no one special. And I wish that people could understand, like, if I can do this, anyone can do this. Like, literally, I just made some videos today. Like, I was a girl thrown in the trash can in high school, bullied. Like, that's who I was. And I am here today to show you and to show others what's possible in being an entrepreneur. And so in this Tribe page, there are so many resources available to you. First of all of the trainings that if you're struggling with something, have a question about something, hit the photos and go into the albums. everything is categorized into the albums. So if you're struggling with building relationships, or what is a coach rank, or what is success starters, coach opportunity, vital behaviors, coach placement, compensation plan, product training. And there's a few pages in here that you can go through: social media, networking community, Shakeology, Success Club and Lead program, business tracker, share cart, coach online office. These are all here for you to be able to have tons of resources. So if you like click on Shakeology, there's also like little subfolders a lot in most of these where you can go, okay, Shakeology videos, here's some different videos that you can share. Shakeology wellness tracker. And you know, I honestly didn't even know about this until I was searching into like the training myself. Like, maybe you guys don't even know this is here, but there's an actual tracker on how you feel. Like if you have a brand new customer on Shakeology, like for 7 days, if they get the 7-day sampler from you, how are they feeling? You know, like, do they feel like the little difference? There's a little wellness log that they can use throughout the weeks or whatever to see kind of how, you know, they can rate their energy. Do they have lower cravings? Are they feeling better? How's their mood? Are they more regular? I had no idea this was even in here. And so until I actually went into some of the training in the Coach Online office that they've added. So there's tons and tons of just resources. And we wanted to keep this page very, very basic. And then those who are coaching, like Emerald and, you know, Diamond coaches, we're going to create like a separate leader group where we'll have more in-depth training, like sending out coach newsletters, stuff that brand new coaches don't need to like worry about to be successful. But then once you have built that foundation, you can now add upon it. So we wanted to keep it just this very simple, basic kind of information there, for you guys to have. So that's one of the changes. The other thing is Coach University is right here in the same group. So if you have a brand new coach in the units, we created Coach University, and that's the only thing in the units that's going to be there is Coach University. I would highly suggest you as a brand new coach, as a veteran coach, whatever, start here. Start here. We need to add a couple of videos. Like I said, Breezy's internet has been super spotty, so she hasn't been able to upload them. So on like 3 posts, you'll see upload video as the assignment. You'll see like I need to put the YouTube video in there. But it's 7 days long, and it's very action packed. So we broke it down into 7 units. The first one is just like a new coach checklist. Welcome, it's just a quick like welcome. Owning the business, setting business hours, that national wake up call, team calls, all the information that they need to know there. What the vital behaviors are, how to use social media, creating their first call to action post, how to build relationships, and how to ultimately change lives in this business. So we kept it super short, super sweet, to the point. And literally these 7 days, obviously it's meant to get done the first week so that they have 3 weeks to be able to hit Success Club and 3 weeks to be able to hit those goals that they have. Success starters, guys, this is huge. This is something that is changed this year, and I don't even know if it's actually publicly been announced. It might be at Super Saturday, so I'm jumping the gun if it hasn't. Popped up in the Coach Online office, but as a leader, we were told about it. Success starters used to be, if you hit Success Club in the first 3 months of your business, so month 1, 2, and 3, you earned your free ticket to Summit, to Coach Summit. Now they're saying if you hit Success Club any of the first 6 months of your business, so for 3 months. So if you hit it month 1, 4, and 5, you'll earn your free ticket. If you hit it 1, 4, and 6, you'll earn that free ticket. But here's what's even cooler, guys. They're adding this huge bonus. Any success starter, so any of your new coaches who hit Success Club in any of the 3 months of the first 6 months of coaching, hopefully that makes sense, 3 months in the first 6 months, will be invited to an exclusive pilot test group for the next upcoming program being released. So before it's released to anyone else, they actually get to be the sneak peek participant and be able to be in the group with the trainer. I was able to do this with Shift Shop when it launched, before it even became in the VIP Beachbody On Demand group. So this is a big, big deal. This is an opportunity for a coach to be in a brand new pilot test group. Like, phenomenal opportunity. So that is huge. When you have a new coach sign up, you want to make sure that they understand and they don't miss that opportunity. Because boy, if I knew that when I first signed up as a coach, there'd be no way I would not hit Success Club to have that opportunity. If you're in a test group, you have to go all in. Guys, my results from Shift Shop, my husband's results from Shift Shop were amazing because we went all in. And I can't even, like, I'm pumped about that change. So understand that is listed in the Change Lives. That there is kind of like I'll just open up one of these. There's a document for each of in all 7 days. There's a document to print. And in that document, there's also a video, and we kind of go into a little bit more depth what's in that 1-page document. So for example, this is the Change Lives. This goes over what you signed up to do and what are the most important things you do as a coach to change lives. It is on there. So become a success star in your first 6 months, hit Success Club, why hit Success Club, those kind of things. So I am a total visual person, but I know other people are audio, so we're like, well, they can print this out and then kind of go more in depth and write notes as they are listening to the 5-10 minute clip of us kind of explaining everything in more detail. So that's there. Again, it's just nice having one landing page for everything that you ever need. Also, the other nice thing is if someone comments on a unit, it's going to trigger it to go to the top of the page again. So someone else might see a question or see something posted in there. But I would definitely recommend all of you guys to go through the 7 days and just take that time and get the basics of the basics of what this business is. And everything has a call to action post. So create a call to action for your upcoming like Rise and Inspire group, or post about, or create you're like building a list. I can't even think, I'm so tired. Take a picture of your 50 people that you added to your contact list, stuff like that. Easy basic stuff there. So that's there. And then obviously at the very top of the page, every single month is the announcement. And I want to kind of go over the calendar with you guys this month. There are a ton of announcements. First of all, it's like, woo, lots of information. If you don't know, or it may be in your junk mail, or you haven't gotten it, but there every month on the first of the month, you are emailed a Coach Monthly newsletter. These announcements, I literally copy and paste from here. So there's an FAQ attached, but you can also go through here and literally this is like all month. This is what is on here. This is how you make the calendar every month. And then below it kind of goes into more depth of everything in that announcement. So I'm not going to go over this. I'll kind of highlight it, but just remember on the first of the month, it tells you what specials there are, if there, whatever specials are going on, what's being launched, like the 3-day refresh is on sale right now. All those kind of things are in there. So make sure that you guys are checking your email the first of the month. If you're a diamond or above coach, if you're a lifetime diamond or above coach, you will get it a couple days before everyone else. So you can kind of prep, get things organized like calendars and kind of let your team know what's coming up. So with that, there's also the calendar attached. The calendars are going to look a little bit different, and team calls are going to be a little bit different. And this is what I kind of want to go over tonight with you guys a little bit more. Is this, let me make this bigger. Okay. So you can easily print this out, but everything's on here. The National Wake Up Calls are on here. Shout outs that I'm doing right now are on there. But let me move. I don't know how to, there we go. Okay, so calendars. Every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time will be our team call. That team call is going to be top-notch leaders. For example, Doug Moss, okay? He's like the 15-star diamond. He's in charge of all the 15-star diamond coaches, is getting on to talk to us about what elite means, how to do it, all that kind of stuff. Janelle Summers, which is Shalene Johnson's sister, is going to be on the 14th. These are top-notch coaches that are going to teach us the tricks and trades of the business, what's working. This business is ever changing. It's social media, so it's ever changing. So we're going to learn, kind of like the National Wake Up Call, we're going to learn what's working right now in their businesses. And a lot of times they answer questions at the end. So this is kind of the call where you can sit back, be in your pajamas, put on your headphones, clean the house, whatever it is, but be present on these team calls. These are going to be the team calls you want to let your coaches know, any new coaches. National Wake Up Calls Monday morning. Team call is Tuesday nights, okay? Always on Tuesday nights, unless there's something different going on. And we'll post a link. We're combining with Brigida, who's all of our 15-star diamond coach. We're combining with her on these to get these top-notch quality posts that are worth your time hopping on, okay? On Thursday nights, this is where things are gonna get switched up. I don't want to say a lot, but Thursday nights, we want to make this our night to kind of gab and connect with one another, kind of share our best practices, what's working with us, and then take action, okay? So for example, the first Thursday will always be our kickoff call, so we can kind of go over any announcements, our marketing plans, what's on sale, how we're going to target that, all that kind of stuff. So like we will all hop on, kind of share. We'll always have a highlight. We might do a personal development that night where everyone shares some personal development that they're doing or their whys or stuff like that. But it's going to be you guys talking. No more me talking. No more, Breezy or Alma. It's us. We are coming together and we are going to chat and reconnect and become besties on these Thursday night calls. And so be excited for that. But we're also working. We signed up to work, so we're going to do that as well. So the rest of the month is going to be a little bit different in the fact that we're going to call them family meetings, right? Like, when your mom, now don't roll your eyes because this was you as a teenager. Well, it was me. Family meeting time, like, cool, what's new? No, it's going to be so fun. But we're going to call them family meetings because that's what we're about, okay? And we are going to have a building relationships and inviting every single month. We're going to have a networking flow every single month. And then sometimes we'll have a power hour. We have that extra Thursday like this month. And then 1 week will be our sharing our whys in the coach opportunity group that we'll be having. Okay. And that will also be, if we have a coach op group, it'll also be like a live call where people can hop on and share their whys, and we can get people on a live call. So people prefer to do that. They can either add them in a Facebook group, they can invite them to a coach opportunity call, or they can be a part of both. So you have the visual has to see it laid out. What is coaching? But then there's those people who just like to listen to this coach opportunity and find out what it's about. Or there's those people who like both and need to literally analyze everything. Guilty. And so that is there as well. The point of this is I have all the trackers that you're going to need for these calls on this calendar at the top of the page. Don't let it overwhelm you because you don't need to do these all at once. But if you sit down and work, you're like, I don't even know what to do. Like, what am I supposed to do? Pull up one of these trackers and just do one of them. Okay. Like if you're like, I need to work, I know I'm supposed to work, but I'm sitting at the computer scrolling Facebook because I don't know how to work. This is what we want to cut out. We don't want the fluff. We want, when you sit to work, we want you to sit and work so that it's meaningful, it's action-packed, and then you're done, right? And then you're with family or whatever. If you have 20 minutes, you can work on the network flow, or you can work on whatever it is. So I want to go over these trackers with you. These will always be pinned on the calendar every single month. And then we're going to shorten them. So if we do like a network flow on our team meeting on Thursday, there'll be just those two that I can say, hey, we're doing the network flow tonight, print this out and we'll use it tonight. So it'll just be like the one page of it. So this is your daily business activity tracker. This is what, if you are saying, I want to build a full-time income, this is what your day should look like every single day. Okay. 95% of the time, because we all have those times, or 90% of the time, depending on what your goals are. But if you want a full-time income, this is what your day should look like pretty consistently, right? And so this is what that first tracker is for, okay? This is the new networking flow. And I'm super excited about this because I think networking is sometimes forgotten. I think sometimes we kind of forget that we need to add to our network to get new people, and that once we're done talking to our friends, they get burned out asking to be invited all the time, right? But when you have 3,000, 5,000, 6,000 friends plus, eventually there's always new people to talk to. You're not talking to the same people over and over. So you're not getting unfriended because you keep inviting them. So this is one of the nights we're going to do a networking flow. So instead of doing like a power hour live, or instead of doing inviting, we're just going to focus on networking that night. And you're going to, you're going to go through here and you're going to post an engaging Instagram post. You're going to post a new Instagram poll. You're going to go and follow and unfollow people. You're going to do 10 interactions people who are following you. And you can choose the Facebook or the Instagram that night. What is your main target? Is it Instagram, or is it Facebook? So I have them both here. You don't have to accomplish all this in one night. But if you are using this and, maybe you start here, you don't get through it all. Well, maybe you start here for a few days and you work on these 3. And then when you sit down to your power hour tomorrow, you work on these 3. It's up to you. I'm not saying you have to do everything on this page in one day, to be successful. You get to choose because it's your business. So maybe every day you do one of these things to remember to network, to remember to add to your market. Okay. But we will work on this on one Thursday night during our tribe tribe meeting. We will go through and we'll do this together. Everyone will, just like we are now, I can share my screen and I can show you what I'm doing, or someone else can share their screen, and we all just pump some music on and we just work together. Okay, so that's what this is. Building a contact list. Whether you're a brand new coach, I did add these pages for the more of the brand new coaches, or if you're like me and just want a fresh flipping start this upcoming year, I created a new contact list last month. And so if you're at a point you're like, new contact list, okay, then start here. But that's what this is for. How do you even build a contact list to start talking to people? So that is on here. There's some tips again on building relationships and inviting there for you. Different ways to build relationships that you can do if you're like sitting at your computer and you're like, what do I even do? I know I need to work. Ashley says I need to work if I want a full-time business, but I don't even know what to do. I'm sitting here scrolling Facebook again and I have a $0 paycheck. I don't know what my problem is. This is where it kicks in, right? This is where you can be like, okay, I'm gonna send who has birthday messages. Okay, whose birthday is it? I can go and send them, hey, happy birthday. Anything fun today? Okay, this is just a way to build that relationship and just start reconnecting or connecting with people who are already on your friend list. That doesn't mean you say, hey, how's it going? Happy birthday. Do you want to join a challenge group? No, you start to build your relationship. So eventually you're on their mind. They creep on your page and see your posts about your upcoming challenge group. And maybe they ask you about it. Or maybe in a week or a month or 3 years from now, when you send that happy birthday message originally, you finally say, hey, I've been thinking about you. Do you want to join in a challenge group? Sometimes it is years later, and it starts with a simple happy birthday message. Breezy, prime example. I've said this before. She's my coach. She sent me a, hey, you want to join a challenge group? And I was like, hey, no way. Kind of message back, not interested. Everything fails. I failed at this, not happening. She continued to build that relationship with me. We connected on infertility. That's where we, really have connected in life. That's how we actually met, was because we were both struggling with that in our lives. And she asked me, she built a genuine relationship with me. She didn't just ask me about Beachbody and challenge groups. She asked me what tests I had run, lately. She asked me, how far along was my last pregnancy before I lost it. She built that relationship. So when I finally was ready to say yes, the conversation I had with my husband literally was, if it wasn't Breezy, I would have said no, because she had built such a relationship. I knew she wouldn't fail me. I knew that I could trust her with everything I had, not only get me results, but physically, mentally, emotionally, I could count on her because we had built a genuine relationship. And that's what this business is about. So there's different ways. If you're sitting at your computer, I don't even know what to do. I know I'm supposed to work. I know this is all about, online social media stuff, but what do? It's right here. There's some examples of starters and follow-ups, just different ways you can say, hey, or, if you send them things, you can follow up. There's some dialogues there. Never copy and paste, build relationship, right? How many of you guys have gotten the Usborne exactly, Usborne, whatever they're called books, message? They're exactly the same. You get 4 of them a week and they're copy and pasted messages, right? How corny is that? How salesy is that? And that's when I'm like, no, thanks. I have a lot of books. Thanks, bye. Because that's what they're going to say to you if you're sending these copy and pasted messages, because you haven't built a relationship. You're being the salesperson. And that's what the difference is. So there are some examples there. And then this is your actual list. This is where you're going to actually write their name down when you're building their relationships and different actions you're going to do with them. I have my notebook, but it's over there. But if you open my notebook, every single person who I have ever built a relationship with is written down. And at the end of the month, I take their name. And if they haven't gotten a challenge pack or, our conversations was still going, I add them to a new month. So everyone I talk to in December is now written on January's month, or if I'm like, oh, that conversation died quick, I'll add them like down the road in April again, where I just reconnect. I don't say, hey, it's been 3 months, you want to join a challenge group now? No, I reconnect, right? I just say, hey, how's it going? Like, I saw you just went to Hawaii. How was that trip? No Beachbody talk, but this is how you're going to build relationships. This is how I've hit Success Club for 6 years, every single month, is I simply built a meaningful relationship with people. And so this should help you, be able to focus in and to really dial in on your conversations and make them a little bit more meaningful. And when you sit down to work, you have something to do. You know what to do when you sit down to work. So it's just not wasted time. A couple things that you can or cannot use, but they're in here, is the Coach Open House tracker. So when we do a Coach Open House, the Coach Op, we're going to have you, this is the process. You're going to invite them or do a call to action. You're going to write why they're interested in coaching. Do they want a full-time income? Do they want to travel the world like I've done? Do they want to be part of a community? Why? Because coaching is going to look different for everyone and what interests them. Some people, it's the money. Well, guess what? You're not going to make $1 million the first week. So what's going to hold them and what's going to keep them going when they've realized that this MLM scheme that they think, they can sit at a computer and not work is going to work? And, what's going to hold them, and what are you going to talk to them about? Because if they're not care, if they want to, become a better themselves and forget about the money that just comes, well, then telling them that they can buy a pack of diapers or a tank of gas their first month of coaching isn't going to convince them, or want, they're not going to care enough. But knowing their why and understanding that, and so you can address that, so you can post yourself, because these are your groups. You can be like, guess what? I'm going to the Dominican Republic in 2 months and my ticket's bought, if traveling is what interests them. And so this is just kind of the steps. You would add them to the group, you tag them in the welcome post, tag them in day 1, day 2, day 3, tag them in the income album, and then follow up with them. So that's there for you when we do the Coach Open House. Again, when we talk about the Coach Open House in the tribe group, I will just take this one page and post that, so you have that, just the one page. And then the other trackers I have here, I want you guys to understand this too. So this is how the Rise and Inspire group is going to work. So you always know start dates and end dates, okay? Preseason's always going to start on the 1st. No ifs, ands, or buts. It will always be the 1st, no matter what day of the week it is. So plan on that. Preseason 7 days. So day 1 this month is going to start on the 9th, okay? Because preseason goes from the 1st to the 8th. So that way, if they buy from you on the 1st, they have these days to get their challenge packs, to get it in the mail and get going, but they can still do the preseason, take their measurements, fill out the survey, do all those things, and start on that day. So for example, next month, we'll start preseason on a Saturday, Sunday, and we'll actually start day 1 on like Sunday, okay? And so that's just kind of, that way you always know what you're inviting to, what days, all that fun stuff. So we'll just kind of keep that schedule. And then Breezy and I will always provide the grand prize. So you don't have to worry about that unless you want to join in, or if your client is the grand prize winner, if you want to send them. What we're doing is we're sending them Beachbody products. So it gives them an opportunity to try new products. So maybe they want Energize, collagen, 3-day refresh, or beach bars. Those are the things that we're offering, so they can try those out and hopefully they love them and they end up ordering those later down the road themselves. So it gives them the opportunity to try new products. And then, so with that, this is the new Challenger tracker that I created, because it's going, preseason is always going to look the exact same. So every day of preseason day 1 will look the same: January, February, March, April, May, June, through the rest of the year. Preseason day 2 will be the exact same. And hopefully those challengers that were in it last month or years before will continue just posting their journey, right, during those days as well. So it's not like we're having to stop for a week and start. No, we still want you to keep going, but those new people can get in a group. What I do is I add all my new people in a group chat on Facebook, anyone brand new coach that this is their first time, so I can connect those brand new starters in the group together so they feel comfortable. So they know they're not alone. They can ask those questions. I can check in with them. I add them all into like a group chat and say, hey, if you're not comfortable posting here yet, post here. so it's not so overwhelming. But when the day they purchase a challenge pack, from day one, this is the tracker that you can use. I find that if it's written down, I'm more likely to follow up with them. And part of that vital process and part of being a successful coach is turning a customer into your building coach eventually, right? Like that's what's going to build a stable income, is having an organization underneath you. So the ultimate goal is to get them into a challenge group and get them the results. So naturally they want to share their results and share that with other people and help other people do the same thing that they were able to accomplish. So I've got to check in on my challengers. I've got to make sure they're on the right track. So this is what I would do. I would add and introduce them. Okay, I'd write their name down. And the day they purchase their challenge pack, I would, create a little image that and all of you guys can do this, or just take their Facebook profile picture, whatever it is, post about it, and introduce them to the group. Any time of the month. It doesn't have to be a certain day. Just any time of the month, you add and introduce them. Then just send them an intro message like, I'm super excited about this. I'm pumped. I know you're scared. Girl, you're my next success story. You don't worry. I'm here for you every single step of the way. And this is where I send them the meal plans. They're in the Rise Inspired community. There's a month of meal plans in there that you can use. They're all portion control, in there. The resources there. You can send them back, hey, don't let this overwhelm you, but here's a month of meal plans. Take one day at a time. Okay. And then you're going to tag them in the welcome post. So on preseason day one, which was yesterday, which was fill out the survey, you're going to tag them in that post. Day two, which is today, I'm going to tag them in that post. Day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6. And there's even down here, because day 2 is you're going to talk about what program they want to do. So you're going to write down their program. Tomorrow, what personal development are they going to be reading? So you can actually write in the tracker what program they're doing, what PD they're working on, all that kind of stuff. It's all underneath there. So it just helps you keep in contact with them. And then your challenger goals. So every week I have been doing this. I didn't do it over Christmas because I was unplugged completely after hitting my goals and I wanted to be with my family. But this is a place where you can write their name. On Sunday, you can write, you message them, what is your weekly goal? Tell me about it. On Wednesday, you can check in. How's it going? Are you failing? Are you succeeding? What can I help you with? We want to make sure you hit that goal by the end of the week. So where are you with this goal? Make sure it's achievable, right? And I try and stay away from pounds. Don't let them get away with pounds. I want to lose 2 pounds this week. No, I want to cut back on the Diet Coke this week. Those are the goals you want to, because those little habits are the compound effect, right? Those little habits are what's going to make those big differences down the road. And then what are they, on Saturday, what's something they accomplish and what are they struggling with right now, so that I know how to best meet their needs. And so this is what I'm going to be doing. I just write there, whoever, especially my new challengers. My old challengers, I'm not really doing this with, because those who are just continually kind of posting, my coaches, all that kind of stuff, they're obviously in it and I don't need to check in with them as often, but I still want to make sure I keep tabs on those people as well. So that is there for you to use. And then I meant to take this one out. So I will don't worry about this last page. It's the same thing, but it's a little bit more there. So don't worry about that, page 12. So these are all available for you. Don't let this overwhelm you. When you look at trackers, this is the way my brain thinks, but I wanted a place where you can come and be like, I don't know what to do. I'm supposed to work. Well, pick a tracker, okay? Maybe you check in with your challengers today, okay? Maybe you're working on full-time income, so you're gonna work on everything on the daily business activity tracker. Maybe you're like, I'm just gonna start with networking. What can I do? Split it up, do a couple here, do a couple there, but this is something that you can print out and use. And so when you sit down to work, it's go time, girl. It's no ifs, ands, or buts, it's work time, go, and then you're done for the day. You can completely unplug. Or if you work your mom cracks, you can do 20 minutes of network flowing, 20 minutes of inviting, 20 minutes of, checking with your challengers. Those mom pockets you can do throughout the day when you're in the carpool pickup line. And that's what I want you to understand. There's no right way. I'm going to grab my binder real fast just to share with you. So one sec. I forgot to bring it over. So this is what I did. Just so you know, this is my coaching binder here. But I literally just broke it in tabs. I haven't changed the calendar, but you can see my calendar was here last month. But you don't need the road to elite unless you're pushing for it. But I literally just broke it into like relationships. I told you guys, I'm a pen and paper kind of girl. So I'm still writing people's names down. These are people I talked to in December, my fresh list that I started, okay? You can see I'm working on the highlighting right now to get them over into different months, you know? I'm taking action. This is what's building my business. And it's literally in a little half inch, 1 inch, I don't even know what that is. But it's in a little binder. It's nothing huge, you know? And I can take this with me in the carpool. If I know I'm going to be sitting in the carpool lane for 20 minutes waiting to pick up my kid, I can take this with me. This is my challenge group trackers. I bought little 1 through 12 tabs for each month, but that's just the way my mind thinks. But everything's here. And this is what you can do is just put these trackers in. So when you sit to work, you can just pick a tracker and just work, because that's really what it's about. Let me stop sharing this real fast and wind this up. Yes, trackers are life-changing, Miss Alma. So hopefully this helps. Hopefully having one landing page for you and your brand new coaches. But I really want to emphasize, you guys are on the calls, which right now tells me you guys are the leaders. Whether you're a brand spanking new coach that signed up yesterday, or you've been around for 6 years like I have, you are a leader. Let your coaches see. If you don't even have a coach, step up and be a leader in this page, in the tribe page, you know, so people, you know, just think you're this natural leader. Guys, you have to fake it till you believe it yourself. Like, I'm still faking it most days. Let's be honest, like thinking I can lead. But here I am 6 years later, still here giving this business the best shot that I know how to give. So next week, like I said, we will start our team calls on Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock our time. It's 9 Eastern time. So be on those. And then each Thursday will be our Tribe Family meetings where we can just connect and do that. So one last thing, Super Saturday is coming up. It is on the calendar. I wrote it on the calendar, which is not in front of me, and I stopped sharing my screen. So just I want to say it's like the 11th and 12th, right around there, 10th, 11th, 12th. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Yes. So guys, this is big. January is my absolute favorite Super Saturday because all the huge announcements usually come out. We'll know where our Success Club trip is for 2021, which I'm pumped about. Don't forget, if you plan on going on the Success Club trip in 2021, okay, I have completely earned my trip to the Dominican. I've got my final letter saying that everything's paid for. I just got to pay my plane tickets, which I'm not going to lie, are super expensive for the Dominican. But like Cancun, they were only like $400, like, you know, from Salt Lake. And so I don't know where it's going to be. Hawaii, we don't ever know. But when they release it, that's something you have to pay for, and it's for you and a guest. So you and your spouse, you and your mom, you and your best friend, like you get to take someone with you. And you can earn it simply by hitting Success Club every single month. And so if you hit Success Club, you earn $10 of your trip for every Success Club point if you hit Success Club. January is double dollars, guys. This is where the money's at. This is how I get my trip paid for every year. So like literally if you hit Success Club 10, you would earn $100 for your trip, which is usually around $1,200, but they're going to double it. So it's $200 towards your trip. Okay. If you are at Success Club 20, that'd be $200. So it's $400 towards your trip. Like I usually have mine paid around July. Like it's totally doable, guys, like to earn this free, flipping amazing 5-star resort, top of the line cruise ship trip, whatever it is. Okay. But there is a $300 non-refundable deposit that is due in January. And I say that because I know Christmas just happened and everyone's probably dirt poor right now. But be there, like plan on just like trust the process. Say I'm paying the $300 and I'm going to make it happen. I will pay for my Success Club trip, because when it comes around and you get off the wait list and you are like, I don't know, like you haven't earned the points because you didn't put the $300 up front. And so it didn't matter to you. Right. So even if you get off the wait list later, you're still going to owe money because you didn't commit in January to go. You didn't pay that $300, so you have no commitment in it. And so I promise you, your Success Club numbers won't be as high. But if you put that $300 and be like, $300 for like Cancun, cool. Like for me and my husband, I got it. Like, guys, like where we're staying at the Hard Rock, we're saying go like Google the Hard Rock in the Dominican. They're like $500 to $700 a night for a basic room. Okay, like it's amazing. So just plan on being there. Like just trust the process and trust yourself, and like know that if you show up, it's going to happen. So just kind of be prepared. I'm super excited. I know that they have a brand new My Challenge Tracker app that they have put millions and millions and millions of dollars to make it more interactive for us and to like, make it a game changer. The new Portion Fix, I do want to mention real fast because I was confused myself. So now there's going to be a Portion Fix monthly membership that you can pay into. I think it's like $15 a month if you're a coach. I think it's like 20-ish, right around there if you're not a coach. You're not going to lose your 2B Mindset stuff. If you bought 2B Mindset, you're not losing any of that material. You're not losing the Fixate that's on Beachbody On Demand. What it does is it gives you extra bonus stuff. If you're struggling with nutrition, it gives you extra bonus stuff plus access with the trainer. So you'll have that access. There's like 8 new recipes a month that she's going to share. There's a bunch of other things that are included. You get discount codes for like promo codes and stuff for others to purchase. So don't let that fool you when you look at that, like, I'm going to lose that 2B Mindset. No, you have all that stuff that you already bought, but now you can pay into the monthly membership if you want, especially if you struggle with nutrition, to get all that extra stuff and to have direct access to like Autumn or Alana. So just note that when you're kind of looking through the FAQs. That I'm sure will be addressed a lot more at Super Saturday. Along with any new, I guarantee you they're going to probably announce a new workout program, probably pretty close, because we already know the work is launched, Bar Blend's launched, Joel's new program will be launched, so we'll probably find out something else that's going to be going to production pretty dang soon. So be there. I will be there. I actually need to go buy my ticket. That is on my list of things to do this week because I am not missing another Super Saturday. But plan on that, and then we'll kind of just wrap this up. We'll kind of plan on Thursday. I know it's late for you East Coasters. We just have more West Coasters right now. So that's why maybe we can kind of do a poll, see if 8 o'clock works. I know some people that's harder because of kids going to bed and everything else. I'm fine with whatever. I just can't do the middle of the day because I'm a mom and my middle of the day is living in a minivan. So, but yeah, so we'll kind of see what works for the people who are actually hopping on to these calls and kind of see what's working, and then we'll kind of go from there. So be pumped, be excited, fist pump, because it's going to be an amazing year, you guys. Like I've had some upsets down. I had coaches quit. I'm not even worried, guys. Like I'm right there with you. I went from 2-star. I'm a diamond coach right now, and I'm not even worried because this business, there's so much possible in this business. So let's do this. Let's rock it this year. I'm super excited. If you have any questions, that's what our tribe page is for. I love you guys, and I hope you guys have a fantastic night. See you later.